was the good pick that was set that turned him loose.
And once he got around it, Steve, it was smooth sailing right to the hole.
Well, because of the pick, he had plenty of room. That's why he was able to power down that slam.
Outside, George over to the left wing. Puts it up from 17, and it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Money. He's guarded by Hill. Feeds it to Barnes. Livingston passes to Money. And Hill over to help. That's tipped. Into Johnson. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And it's Paul George with the foul.
It's his fourth foul, and I'm sure he picked it up a little earlier than he would have liked.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Mahinmi. Scola comes in for David West. And it's Barnes in for Johnson. Spates checked in for Golden State. Iguodala comes in for Sean Livingston. Here's Money. Golden State moving it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
Outside Hill. Kicks it to Scola. Outside George. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
But there was some style there, Kev. It was a pretty sweet one-handed flush.
Here's Spates. Sinks the 15-footer. And the Warriors lead by 7.
Great job there, recognizing the mismatch and taking advantage.
They got to put a bigger guy on him. Otherwise, he'll bury those jumpers all game.
Outside Hill. Hibbert with a screen for Hill. In the corner, George with it. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Good.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
No question. Pound it into the painted area and continue to put pressure on that defense.
Hill dishes to Barnes. Scola, a screen on Barnes. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut back down to 4 with the made basket for Scola.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Money, and he comes off the screen and slams it through. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
Hill kicks to Barnes. Outside for George. The feed to Barnes. The shot. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. And that's now 11 points for Barnes. Warriors leading by 4. Spates with a screen on Hill. Over in the corner, Barnes. Offline with his 3. Outside Hill. The dish now to Barnes. Hibbert with a screen for Barnes. He feeds it to Hill. Here's Money. Connects from three-point range. Money's got 38 points. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Warriors?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And the other thing they're doing is they're forcing turnovers and then converting those miscues into points at the other end.
Barnes can't get it to go. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. The pass to Money. And Hill over to help. Nobody near Barnes. Pacers with the rebound. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
It's always a special day when these two clubs get together because it only happens twice during the regular season. And, of course, these are two of the league's powerhouses.
Warriors leading by 7. For 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
For 3.
Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside Hill. Hibbert with the screen. Scola sets a screen for George. Indiana again missing. Well, through 3 quarters of play. And now we present our State Farm assist of the game. With 5 total assists in the game, we've seen some great passing tonight from Money.
And his passing ability is why they make sure the offense runs through him on a regular basis. Great assist we just saw.
And for the Warriors, they're shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. On the court for Golden State here in the 4th. Money, he's in at small forward. Green at the 4 with Lee at the 5. Livingston is out there with Iguodala. Shot's good from Money.
Now he's playing with an edge here, playing extremely well offensively here in the second half.
Pacers trail by 12. Hill kicks to Scola. Now here is Fredette. He's covered by Iguodala. Fredette, the pass to Hibbert. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding department too, Clark.
Yeah, it's been a really gritty performance. They'll have some bruises to show for it, but that's the way it should be. You should feel that you've...
Nice shooting.
Haney's checked in for Roy Hibbert. And Golden State also making a change. Klay Thompson, he's checked. Some changes for Indiana. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Mahinmi. West comes in for Fredette. And George is subbed in for George Hill. And Golden State also making a change. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Right side, Scola. Clock at 6. Pass to George. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got 12 points in just the second half.
Another good look there, and that's his second.
Okay, I want us to work the pick and roll. Set solid screens and roll to the basket. If your defender helps out on the ball, you'll have a wide open lane to the hoop. Just like we worked on in practice. Now come on, let's make this happen.
Some changes for Indiana. Jimmer Fredette, he's checked in for Barnes. And it's Hill in for Luis Scola. Money's checked in for the Warriors. Inside. Here's Thompson. The Pacers pull it in.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Fredette dishes to Hill. West kicks to Hill. Outside, George. They shoot again. It's rebounded by Livingston.
And excellent interior defense there. Good rotations.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
Here's Money. Here's Lee. No luck. West with some nice D. Fredette kicks to George from 15 feet away. And it's George again missing. Warriors leading by 18. Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
16 seconds on the shot clock. 16.
Picked by Lee. Down low. And stolen by Hibbert. George passes to West.
Look out the game for David West. He's got 11 points, and when it comes to rebounding, he's had a nice night there, too.
Yeah, he's really been mixing it up in the middle, getting in there and doing a lot of the dirty work for them.
And David West drops them both. Golden State's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Pass to Money.
2 minutes.
Lee, a screen on George. Here's Money. That one wide left.
Really high-quality shot there, just a little off with his release.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head.
Hibbert gets the bucket.
Whether by design or accident, that was a very high-quality shot they created.
1:43 left in the fourth quarter. And there's the basket, good for Money. Money's got 42 in the game.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
Oh, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
And George, here we go. And good on the basket. Cooking. George has got 23.
Oh, he's clearly feeling it, Clark, coming off that fantastic game last time out.
There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. He's lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
They double him with West. On the wing, Thompson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And so it's Indiana with it. They trail by 14. Here's George. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got 16 here in the second half.
And clearly no question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Warriors.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots went in the basket.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And looking at the arc of the season, this is the first of 2 meetings on the year, so this will be a solid win to go up 1-0 in the season series against the Pacers.
Fantastic show put on. What an amazing game all around it was for Money. He was doing everything right, and the points seemed to come in bunches. He definitely had the hot hand. Outstanding job there to absorb the contact and guide it in.
That's how you impose your will against the defender. He came to play.
Some changes for Indiana. Scola comes in for West, and it's Johnson in for George Hill. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Draymond Green comes in for David Lee. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Thompson. And Nedovic is subbed in for Sean Livingston. Barnes can't get it to go. Indiana's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Passes it to Money. Goes back up. He lays it in.
Well, they've done a great job keeping the fans out of the game today, and the closer they get to the win, the quieter it gets.
Yeah, we call that the sweet sounds of silence. They're going to savor this win, as well they should. Every road win carries a little extra reward.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for a coach.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports.
We were firing on all cylinders tonight, baby.
Yeah, man, nothing like getting mine when a team gets theirs.
Food tastes a little better.
Hey, them checks gonna look a little bigger.
Now we celebrating or what?
If you don't mind chilling with a young fella like me.
Let's do it.